Somewhere out there, there's a young kid who's currently looking up a way to get free Robux, and to be honest, we've all been there. So today, I want to go back in time and look at the history of the biggest scams on Roblox. Really, where this all starts is at the beginning of Roblox in 2006, which is also considered the beginning of free Robux scams. Some of the first ways that people would scam people with the promise of free Robux is in games like Free Robux Obby or Free Robux games, where shadier players would convince kids to type in their username and password either into the chat or at the end of an obby in a sort of official looking password box. These were extremely common back in the day, and you don't really find them that much anymore. Nowadays, it's obvious. Don't type your password into anything that you don't trust. But back in the day, it really got a lot of young kids to give their accounts away to these scammers. Essentially how it would work is you would beat this obby or game, and at the end of the obby, there'd be a pop-up that looked very, very official, and it would ask for your password and make the promise of, oh, we just gotta get your password to send you the Robux. And then essentially the scammer would copy your password, log it, and then hijack the account. This scam was everywhere back in the day, especially because Roblox had no two-factor authentication and no scam education. It was really easy for scammers to get into account just by getting the password. You would really see these pop-up password loggers in the form of Roblox obbies. You would see them in other types of games, but a lot of scammers wanted you to play their game for a certain amount of time before actually logging your password. And to be honest, this was pretty smart back in the day. Obviously now, like I said, nobody's gonna fall for this, but at the time, because Roblox had no safeguards and nobody had much knowledge of the internet, this got a lot of people in trouble. The next type of scam appears in 2011 in the form of free Robux generators. A lot of YouTube tutorials would pop up at the time that pushed links to Robux generators, where essentially players would enter their username and sometimes the password. Then they did a survey / downloaded something and then got 0 Robux, while the site owner grabbed all of your credentials and or revenue from the ads that would run through the game or survey ads. These scams really first appeared when Roblox started making a big market on YouTube. But these types of websites weren't exclusive to YouTube. You'd see them a lot in forums of group pages or just the Roblox forums. These scams got so bad, Roblox had to make an official help page saying there is no such thing as a free Robux generator. And honestly, I remember back in the day falling for these same scams. These websites looked really official, and a lot of times they'd have URLs that were really similar to official Roblox URLs, with maybe a character or so missing. You don't really see these type of scams anymore because, like the password scams, a lot of people know not to enter their personal details in the websites they don't really know about. And especially now with all of Roblox's safeguards like two-factor authentication and various other ways of authenticating their accounts, it's pretty hard to fall for these now, but you can still see them around once in a while. The next scam I want to talk about focuses on trading and limiteds. This type of scam started in around 2016 and focused a lot on off-platform trading. Obviously, Roblox has their own trading platform on the website, but a lot of limited trades often occur on websites like Discord or other type of forum websites. And in those cases, Roblox cannot monitor those trades because they're not on their platform. So a lot of people on Discord would send out links that looked very, very similar to the official Roblox link, often missing a character or changing a character. And a lot of times these links would still route to an actual trade page, but they'd often log your Roblox security cookie, which essentially manages how you log into your account. I'm pretty sure, I might be wrong. Essentially making it extremely easy for scammers to get into your account and essentially log you out. A way to get around this is in the settings, you can click log out of all sessions. This would essentially save your account, but a lot of people weren't able to see that the link they clicked on was a scam before it was too late. And unfortunately, Roblox had no way of monitoring this issue. Like I previously mentioned, all these trades were happening off the platform. You would still see scams like this on official Roblox forums and their website. These type of scams Roblox was able to monitor and control, but the Roblox security cookie scam costed a lot of players thousands of in real life dollars. A lot of users reported 5 to 6 figure Robux losses and begged Roblox for rollbacks, yet Roblox could do nothing about it. And then that brings us to today. There is still a lot of scams on Roblox as a platform, and a lot of them are becoming even more advanced. There's honestly a few I want to talk about in this era. One of the biggest ones recently is fake in-game purchase prompts. Essentially, backdoored assets let scammers overlay a perfect Robux reward pop-up and hide the real purchase prompt behind a fake button. Essentially showing a claim page where you'd click it thinking you'd get Robux, but instead, you've unknowingly spent your hard-earned Robux on something that you did not know. know. This was a pretty big scam up until Roblox patched core GUI layering, which essentially kind of solved the issue, but you can still see these type of pop-ups still in games because scammers are just getting a little too smart. But then the next type of modern scam I want to talk about is something that's actually pretty new within the past couple months. All over Roblox, even on the recommended page, you'll find these games such as Check Your Hours or Player Joined, each of them costing 25 Robux to 30 Robux to 50 Robux. Some promise to teleport you to any player on Roblox just by entering their username. Some games promise a way to check how many hours you played on the platform. These type of scams have been popping up a lot recently. Essentially, the way it works is you pay a small fee to get into the game, but once you get into the game, it makes you wait a certain amount of time before you can even see the results. And oftentimes these games don't even show the results. The way these scammers make profit off of these scam games is from one, the upfront fee you pay, but also the amount of time you spend in their game. And a lot of these games also have a game pass you can buy to bypass those long wait times. But essentially these scammers make all the profit based on how much time you play their game. And at least from my research in the games I've played, none of these scam games actually deliver what they promise. And even if they do, you end up waiting 4 or 5 hours just to get some small amount of detail that you really didn't need. Overall, scamming is an unfortunate reality of Roblox. There are always going to be scams and there's always going to be people who are trying to scam you. The best way to combat these scams is to make sure your two-factor authentication is on and make sure you have all the necessary security steps to protect your account. And I want to emphasize, there's really no way to get free Robux or to get free anything on this platform. And I recommend you being very careful about what links you click on and what games you're playing. Overall, it's kind of interesting to look back in the past and to see where these scams started and where those scams are now. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys enjoy these type of documentary videos, let me know. Make sure to subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Goodbye, everybody.